4 things to focus on for maintaining your lawn this summer. If you're like me and you live in the southern hemisphere, it's September, which means it's spring. With spring comes all the new growth of the trees and of course including your lawn. Last year I neglected my lawn and I'm now seeing a year later the results from that. So today some of the stuff that will be applying this year just to make sure that I actually improve the way I care for my lawn, and hopefully this can help you do the same. I'm by all means not a professional, but this is some of the stuff that I found on the internet that I think it is going to make a difference for my lawn, and it probably will do for you too. Number 1, softening your lawn. The softer or looser your soil of your lawn, the easier the lawn can actually absorb nutrients from the soil. At the same time, it's getting obviously a lot more oxygen to the roots. How you do this? Really easy. Soak the lawn, use a fork just to loosen the soil, add obviously aeration holes to it. One thing I recommend doing, and I'll be definitely doing this year, is also adding topsoil or lawn dressing to the lawn itself. This adds additional soft soil for the roots for the lawn to grow in, and also helps with settling unlevel areas in the lawn. Number 2, fertilizing your lawn. Fertilizing your lawn can make a huge difference to the health and growth of your lawn. Depending where you are, you can get different types of fertilizer suited either to the season that your grass is in, or just depending on what stage your grass is growing at. If you go to a nursery, you're going to find different lawn with basically an NPK value. What the NPK value stand for is N for nitrogen. This is basically what helps your grass grow obviously nice, flourish and green. P is phosphorus. This is really crucial for the key root growth of your lawn. And then K, potassium. Potassium is to help all-round defense from disease. So when you go to your lawn, when you go to your local nursery, just understand which one suits either your region, the season you're in, or what stage your lawn is at growing. Something that's new might need a new lawn that you've actually seeded might need more root growth. Something that is more obviously been around for a while, it might just mean more kind of nitrogen for growth and disease prevention. 3, watering. If I can be honest, this is probably one of the biggest things that I've gotten wrong the last summer with my lawn. Watering is such a crucial part of your lawn that you always want to make sure that you're always soaking the lawn for a decent amount of time. One thing I used to do was only use a spray nozzle to actually water the lawn, but what I found is that especially during the summer days, the heat was actually way too much, and I needed to soak the lawn. So make sure you use a sprinkler, give it a good soak. At least it will last at least a day to 3 days depending on the temperature in your area, and that'll obviously help to ensure that you are giving it enough water at a stage. At the same time, even if you are using the sprinkler, just be conscious, be obviously water conscious as well, and this was one of the reasons why I always thought it was better to obviously use just a spray nozzle. If you have got a small garden that does get less light, you might not need to use a sprinkler. But if you do have areas that are getting a lot of heat and light, rather soak it, because if you're like me, I don't end up watering it as often as I should. And this meant a lot of my lawn from last year has died through the winter. Number 4, correctly mowing your lawn. So if you mow your lawn and you mow it too short, this can put additional stress onto your lawn. So make sure, as a rule of thumb, a lot of people say that you shouldn't cut more than a third of the length of your lawn. You can go down to maybe 50%, but as a best figure, just keep it at least just 1/3 of the length. Another thing to do is just to make sure you don't let it grow too long. What I found with my lawn is it overgrew. I didn't mow it soon enough, and the bottom part of it actually died, which did affect it. So I had to cut it and let the growth come back again. So just make sure you're actually mowing it often enough, and if so, don't cut it too much because that will put a lot of stress on the lawn.